This is a very bright question. I'm sure many people are looking into it and how I'm going to frame it. I would say sometimes I tell people I interact with men, and I think it's not because women are not there. It's just how it is. It is just like that.
Yeah.
It has never been female dominated, the STEM industry.
It's yet to be. It's still wanting.
Really wanting. I'm sure most of us know of Phoenix, the one which is many people are enrolling into for the mentorship. And that is a lady.
Yeah.
But how many ladies are there?
Yeah.
We have heard of? Maybe even in Kenya. How many? Like it's minute number.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Eva Kanyo podcast. It's good to have you. And today we have a strong lady. She is the founder of School of Statisticians. She's also pursuing her master's in data analytics at Strathmore University. She's a graduate in statistics, and she is versatile, and she's going to talk to us about this data analytics field and statistics. Esther, karibu.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you.
Oh my goodness. Can my face show the excitement?
It's showing.
I am super excited to be here. I mean, this is my first podcast ever in my life.
You're welcome.
And that is like an angel to me because I'm looking into more after this one.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I hope this will give you a platform now that people will know you and what you're trying to do and what you're actually doing. I hope it's going to open so many doors.
Amen. I'm looking into many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. I just touched this. I want you to tell us about Esther.
Esther is a simple girl, just honest, and I love truthfulness. And in my journey, since I was young, I think I've been a fan of numbers. Like, they click into my mind very fast. And so with my degree in statistics, and again joining JQuat for also applied statistics, masters, and now into data analytics in Strathmore, then it shows who Esther is, and I really love data in particular.
Yes.
That's more bit of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you said like numbers clicked ever since you were little.
Yeah, I have been a performer in mathematics since I was in primary, secondary, university. I mean, this is what I eat. Like, and I can read very fast through data compared to literature.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's this students who used to go for math symposiums. Are you among them?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Where you just do your own project and you go and present, and the teachers who are there are excited that you managed to figure out something very unique, and they're like, we need Esther again. Yeah.
At what point did you come to decide, like, you know what, I want to pursue mathematics, and specifically I want to do statistics?
Honestly, I cannot really figure out the exact time, but I think since my dream when I was young, I was ambitious of being a doctor. The children who are being asked, okay, what would you love to do when you're young? And you're like, okay, I would love to be a doctor. That is what I was looking into. But I think when I was in high school, at some point there was a teacher. We used to call him Black Maths teacher. Cosmas High, Black Maths teacher. And so he used to say, I'm looking into being a lecturer, and that is in high school. He is already a teacher in high school, and I was like, okay, this can also be my dream to be a lecturer and even to be a statistics lecturer, maybe in university, time to come. And so with that, I think that's when I had a picture of myself into statistics field. And then later on, when I joined JQuad 2021 for my master's program in applied statistics, I realized that we are handling a lot of softwares which are dealing with the data analysis. But literally, where I was from, because I learned from interior universities, that is University of Kabianga, that was my degree sector, and we didn't really interact with the softwares and things like that. So I put in myself in a shoe, and the friends whom I had, asking them, okay, how do I figure out this software? And they're like, go to YouTube, go to this and that. And then later on, I said, now, Esther, you need to teach yourself. And you need to basically give yourself a room to do more. So I had to do self-training into the software that deal with the data. And I am glad that they made me be proud of myself and realize the theoretical part that we do in our universities, then it's at home. And that's how even now, the School of Statisticians even came about, because I did some training of some students or even individuals who are joining the classes, and they were really free. And by doing that, I realized, okay, people are interested in these softwares and they're coming in large amounts because it's a free classroom that I'm offering them. And boom, here I am. Yes.
So you like started with those typical careers that we used to say, I want to be a doctor. Nobody wanted to be a statistician anywhere. It was not like mentioned. Just doctors, pilot, so on, those traditional careers. And then you said something about self-taught. You came and taught yourself some of these softwares that deals with data. How is the self-schooling thing working out in the career that we have nowadays?
Basically, I would say, since I'm a Kenyan, and being in Kenya, we all learn theory. In fact, most of our courses, all of them are theoretical. It's only a few universities now are introducing the practical areas, dealing with the real data and software. But literally, we do theory. So most of Kenyans, I'm sure, they are saying like Esther, they've self-taught themselves. And maybe to say the self-teaching is not easy. You struggle here and there. Today, you're not even sure what you're doing. But when you start now getting the platforms for unemployment towards what now you've taught yourself, it becomes a plus. And you're like, thank God I did it for myself.
Yes. And it has opened up so many other careers.
I mean a lot. I am glad because it just reminded me that I resigned from county government of Kitui before I joined JQuad. That is 2021. That is when I resigned from county government of Kitui.
You had a job?
Yes. And so when I was there, it was more like YouTube. Maybe the supervisors, the so-called supervisors, you think now they're going to help you grow a bit because you're from university, you've learned mathematics, you've learned data analysis and things like that. Someone just sent you ndazi, chapati, lunch. I mean, it's like you're just in a home where you are relaxed in terms of what you learn. Literally nothing that you're doing concerning that. And so for me, resigning and coming to teach myself and even getting opportunities with the same softwares that I did, and I committed my time, and I literally, I consumed lot of my time, 7 days in a week. I mean, sometimes I would go like that, and you're like, you should be in church anyway, but that time there was COVID. So it was also another opportunity for you to figure out other new things. So
Wow, that's good. And I love that concept you said, like most of the campus are theoretical. You're taught database management system on the blackboard. Like there's a problem.
It's a theory.
There's a huge problem there. And your proactiveness, kujituma.
Okay.
You have landed a job as a software engineer in remote work. How has that been?
Honestly, it came a point that I was literally looking for an opportunity, a better opportunity remotely. And since I had the skills now, I was not fearful and maybe a bit of feeling, should I not? I was now confident because I've already gotten the skills. And so I think it was even my commitment. I did an inbox, the way you just called me here through an inbox, and I was like, okay, I'm looking into this opportunity of data analysis. Maybe would you have anything in your company and something like that? And immediately there was a call. We did the discussions, and the letter was written for me to be a software engineer in the company, and it was one of my happiest moments. That was 2023. So for me, it is a great opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you get to apply now what you taught yourself on YouTube to that job?
Okay. We have Power BI. That was the commitment, and Tableau. And so those are not tools that we are taught in our African nations. And when I imagine myself that degree programs in the other continents, they give opportunities even when you're doing your degree,
Yes.
then it becomes, it's like your heart inside, but literally because it's a journey that you don't know how you're going to help yourself. You're grateful that you did yourself teaching, and this is an opportunity. So for me, maneuvering myself into Power BI with a no-risk opportunity, then it was a plus for me. Yeah.
And there are people like who are really struggling to even get that remote work and even work locally. And so far you've mentioned like 3 jobs you've landed. What is your perception of that? This person with that gap, they're not even able to secure 1 job, but you're so aggressive, you're getting jobs after jobs. What do you think is lacking?
What I would say, to some extent, we are not literally maybe lacking something. It's all about knowledge. It's all about your network. Like, whom are you interacting with? Whom are you having in your closeness? Like your cocoon. And what are they giving you as information? Because as Esther, I'm a full-time freelancer. That's what I tell everyone. I'm not into 8 to 5 commitment. So for me, I interact with network, which looks like a freelancer. And so sometimes, like some time back, we had remote task, which was a bit, in the nation, it was booming. And to some extent, it went down just because of some issues here and there in our nation. So things like that. So when I'm interacting with freelancers, it will not give me an opportunity to find difficulties in getting the remote works. So the same way, I don't think it's a challenge or anything to do with disadvantage to us. It's just, what is your network?
The exposure.
Like, whom are you interacting with?
Yes.
So that you don't find yourself, today you lacked a client, tomorrow you're having a client, and you don't know who to share with the issue. And they really appreciate that you're lacking a client, and they can give you another information on how to get another client, you see. So I think that is the only thing that we can really look into.
So statistics and data analytics. What part does statistics play?
Honestly, personally, I've been into school, like a statistics student, and that is theory. Data analysis is more like practical part of it. And so if you don't understand the theory behind what you're doing into the practical part of it, then it might lag behind. You might be doing something and you're not confident with what you're doing. But statistics plays a really major role, because that is the theory part of it. And then the data analysis now is the practical part of it. So that is how it puts statistics, how it is playing a major role. It's like it is the route to data analysis.
Is it like a must-have foundation, or is it like a very helpful foundation for you to go now and be a data analyst?
What I would say, and you reminded me of a myth that we all have, that if you have not gone to university, if you have not done statistics, if you have not done maybe computer science, then you cannot maneuver your way out to data analysis. Or things to do with even, now we call them deep learning, machine learning. That I would say it's a myth. In fact, anyone who is just from secondary school and you're in a position to figure yourself out, you can read, you can be sober enough to do data analysis, you're good to go. In fact, you'll even outsmart the ones who have been in school, like statisticians, because I interact with people we were in the same class, but they can't really maneuver anything into softwares. And it doesn't mean anyone who has not been into the class, they have to be perfect in the software. It's just like it's a place. I mean, if we would give an opportunity to our universities, they should introduce this as a mandatory course. Why? These are courses that are really helpful, and they're the ones which are, if you call job markets and how the job market is, to me I would say that is a route to go. We introduce these softwares into it so that it becomes very easy for anyone. It doesn't matter you are either in a school of statistics, you went to do computer science, you went to do there are those who do even research methods. There are a lot of courses that are concerned with mathematics, and there are also basics of what data analysis is, or data science. We have all these general endeavors, because the data analytics, data analysis, data science, all of them, they come into oneness, because they're the ones which are now helping anyone who has never gone to school to understand what is this data. But when you talk of statistics, now is the theoretical part of it. Now anyone who has been into school will understand. If you have never been to school, you never understand what is happening within this.
Yes. And you brought a very good concept of dissecting the data analysis, data science, data engineers. What are all these people doing?
It's very enjoyable. I'm telling you, it's very enjoyable. Though sometimes those who have never been lovers of maths, they're like, what are you even telling me? I'm telling you, it's an enjoyable journey. These people, they do what we call making data real, making data understandable, making data to look like a baby is smiling. Like, if you look, let me just give a picture of what these people are doing. When you come into an office of anyone and they have just put a chart might look like just a line going from down all to the top, and maybe it's just showing from 2023 to 2025 we have been growing at this rate. To me, that is like what these people are doing.
Yes.
You don't need to come to me and ask me what was the theory behind it, I can say this company has been growing. But literally, that is from data. That's what I can say it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's the concept of artificial intelligence, like you said, machine learning, deep learning. And statistics is needed in these courses and training these models. How does that play part?
Honestly, and to be sincere, personally, I love what our technology is, like how it is growing.
Yes.
It is helping me as Esther and the other Esthers to be happy of this tech and enjoy it more. When you talk of AI, in fact, AI for me is like a friend. It's like a true friend to me. If I do not have other friends, then AI is my friend. How is AI my friend? When you look at these things to do with ChatGPT, I'm sure everyone understands ChatGPT because that is the simple language that I can use for AI. Then it means days ago we were using books to confirm our information.
Yes.
We were using Google to confirm our information. But AI has made everything easy. How? And in fact, right now we are even handling AI agents. We are no longer talking of AI.
Yeah, true.
What am I really saying? This AI has been trained in a way that it can access Google,
Yes.
it can access the books, it can access, I'm not sure what other people were using there earlier on because I'm also not that old. But
let's assume all the libraries.
Exactly, all the libraries are put in that ChatGPT. Like the training that has been done can access all those things in 1 second. You yourself, you don't need to go to those libraries. Okay, I'm sure times of my father, they were using big libraries. You go to a library, you have to book a book, then you have there must be a note. You have to return in 5 days. If you don't return, you are charged. I mean, that is made easy for me to do it in a second.
Yes.
I just need to ask ChatGPT what Bible verse says, blah blah blah, and it gives me in a second. It will not even think.
Yes.
Because it has been trained to think for me. So I think that is what I can say. Like AI to me, if everyone would embrace Esther, because anyone who comes to, let me just come to my school now. Anyone who comes to School of Statisticians, because we are even now doing mentorship, I tell them, ChatGPT is your friend. AI is your friend. Here there's no any lecturer is coming to look at you. Here there's no anyone who is coming to tell you, go home for a year because you use ChatGPT to do 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So for me, and now we're even excited of AI agent. Maybe I'm sure that is something new, but it's not new to those who have been following in the tech.
Yes.
AI agent is even now, oh my goodness, sweeter. It is more sweeter.
Yeah.
Because what it is doing, it's like a chatbot, and that chatbot is just doing according to how you've trained it.
Yes.
So it will access everything that you need. If you have never gotten maybe contacts of, maybe you're in a hotel, you need to get contacts of different reservations of your hotels and all that. If you do that training for your AI agent, you have it in a second.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to assign people. In fact, this is even the reason is why people are afraid of AI. They say that those who are employed, they're going to lose their jobs.
Yeah.
Differently, I would put it this way. It's 50-50. It doesn't mean you're going to lose your job. Because if you don't give yourself a room to grow into the tech, definitely you may lose your job.
Yeah.
But if you train yourself into the tech and understand how these things are happening, you will now be promoted into the job market.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I would explain of machine learning, AI agents, and all this
Okay.
in particular.
So, your School of Statisticians, give us the vision of that.
To me, I would say, in simple terms, literally we don't do theory. And there's a reason as to why I don't do theory. I have found if I want international markets, theory is not allowed. It's allowed, yes, but your skill gives you opportunity faster compared to your theory.
Yeah.
You might have your papers on board, yes, it's an advantage to you. If you cannot look into Tableau, Power BI, Python, into an angle, your angle is only on theory. You cannot really understand your data, how to clean it, how to even read that data into that software. So the vision and mission for us is to ensure you interact with your real lifetime data and understand these softwares. They be in your fingertips in a way that even when you are sleeping, if anyone asks you how to do this, you can just shout it out. Not giving me theory behind it, no. Now it's more too practical. So that is the vision. We only handle the practical part of data analysis. Yeah.
Okay. Take me typically through the process. If one enrolls to your course, what maybe more technical skills are they going to achieve by the end? And even soft skills, because it's a package.
Oh, wow. You're reminding me of the rules and regulations of those who join the mentorship program, because we are already having it.
Yes.
And it's very key. The soft skills are very small, but they can really push you out of the program. One, communication skills. You have to be perfect or excellent in communication. That is not even a room.
It's a requirement.
It's a requirement.
You don't
Because-
want to nurture them, they come poor, then you nurture.
Because personally, I've lost opportunities internationally just because there was no electricity and I had already been scheduled into an interview and I came just 1 minute late, and that was the end of me and the opportunity. That's how serious it is when we talk of international opportunities.
Yes.
You see, in Kenya, someone can give you a room and it's like, I'm sorry, it's okay.
Yeah.
In fact, even you're not the one who's late. Them themselves are late even for to come into the opportunity.
Yeah.
So, one, excellent communication skills. 2, time management. You have to be excellent in time. And then the third one, which now I think people are embracing, is relearning to learn. Just relearn to learn. I'm sure you might have interacted with yourself in maybe in university. You had your R. This is how your lecturer was giving you the skills. But just relearn to learn. When you come into the program, allow yourself to relearn to learn. Because everything, tech is growing so fast in a way that if you put yourself into behind what people are doing, like, you'll be left out even very quick. Because I'm sure even as time progresses, there are other models which are going to be brought on board.
Yeah, true.
Which everyone, if you have never gotten the concept of those which were, even they can bring new tools with the new skills. They may not even use the same concepts. So that is how I would put that as the soft skills. Now for the enrollment, I would say School of Statisticians it's private in a way.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean private? We measure on personal coaching. Personal coaching is where you have your time frame, you're busy, and you allow us to fix ourselves into your busy schedule.
Okay.
So if you're going to be available at 7 a.m. Kenyan time, and that is your only time that you're available, then we will give you that room. Because I'm interacting with 24-hour clock.
Yes.
So in case you're available in the middle of night, 2 a.m., I will be available for you at that moment.
Okay.
That is more to personal coaching. In fact, that is major part. But literally, I've said there's no room of fixing myself into this. I'm sure you also noted that we are working towards a physical building in Kenya, which will accommodate around 2,000 attachees in Kenya.
Yeah.
Anyone who is now in university and wants to come for official attachment from university, then we give them a room. So that is what we are looking into, a physical building where it's accommodating over 2,000 attachees. They come, look into themselves, they understand what is happening from those 3 months. Some who want to do even internship in 1 year, they're given opportunity. So for enrollment, to be precise with your question, we have a website, and that website, when you join the website, you have a room to choose. What do you want to learn from us? Is it R? Is it Stata? Is it Power BI? You choose within yourself. There's basic, there's intermediate, there's advanced.
Okay.
And we are doing all this according to what you choose. Because there are some who have already given themselves a time to learn for themselves. So most probably not come to do your basic. You may be looking into intermediate. So that is literally how we do in enrollment.
Okay.
Enrollment, most times you do it on website. Just go check your tool that you feel, okay, I think my employer is looking into Power BI, and I need to learn this so that I also perform and be accommodated into the platform where I am working. Or maybe you just want to explore the world and learn a bit of tools. So you can choose within your choice.
Yes.
So there's 7 days for basic, intermediate, and advanced, and all that. But now if you want to do the whole package, now it's 7 days times 3. So it's just 21 days for our tool. That's how we do it in enrollment.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do like cohorts or things like that because I'm not really looking into that. I'm looking into ensuring an individual has skills at the fingertips.
Yes.
So it becomes easier for me to do it in person. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
So let's talk about data analysis now in the job market, the practicability of it. How do you employ now data analysis in the job market?
For me, I would say it's one key career, and I'll put it this way in simple terms. To get someone who is a bit perfect sometimes it's not easy when employing. We have also fake data analysts who come on board for same opportunities. And so one has to be very careful in terms of understanding who to get correct. I would say since I've been giving opportunities to data analysts and let me say recruiting.
Yes.
Because anyone who follows me understands I give a lot of opportunities. I just sometimes I need Tableau experts for maybe a few hours, maybe Power BI for some training, maybe in 2 months' time. And so to employ, I look at your CV, I look at what you're informing me, because I have to do a call, maybe to some extent I have to do a call with you, and I'll have to listen to what I'm looking into. So if it matches what I'm looking into, then you're perfect. Or to some extent I have to look into a sample of your work. Or finally, I will have to give you an opportunity, and wahala, if you give me the work output and it's the correct one, then I employ you. So I think that's how I would put it in simple terms. It's not easy, but, and even you're reminding me something that I've been looking into. I think I've given people opportunity to give me their what is it called, panel opportunities. If you're looking into a data analyst, if you're looking into a data scientist, call Esther into that panelist, and will ensure gives you the perfect match for what you're looking into. Because since I am a guru in the field, it becomes easier for me to tell you this is a fake person coming on board, and might even give you headache, or might give you struggle when he's working, because definitely it's not even fit for what he's doing. It's only that has practiced the interview and is trying to ensure if the job opportunity is saying data analyst, then we'll do a severe it's called interview preparation before has come on board. But I'm sure when I'll be there, I can just ask a very simple question and the person blacks out. And so we just realize, okay, this is not fit.
Tell us about the part you're playing in at Landsoft. You're currently in the HR department in a tech company. Tell us about that.
For me, what I'm looking into, or what I am doing as an HR, sometimes is more to being it's like it's a friend, because an HR has to be personal, has to be a bit of human, as the name calls itself. That's why you'll receive sick and all sort of things. So for me in Landsoft, I'm there because it's a tech. That is the first tick. It gives opportunities to software engineers. It gives opportunities to web developers. And for me, I have been also in ALX for 1 year training in software engineering. So I really understand who is a perfect match for this and who is perfect match for this. And so we are only handling interns. Personally, I'm handling interns who come there on board to learn more on the skills that I've been able to get in university. And so as an HR, I'm there as a human. In case you are having issues, now I handle those in person. And in case you're having issues in terms of tech, then I will be available for you.
So mostly there you're looking at your main focus is in the tech. Is this person well equipped with the skills that are required for the job market? That's your role.
That's my role.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Really appreciate.
You're still pursuing your master's in data analytics. Tell us where you're getting the time for this now.
Oh my goodness. I hope Strathmore will not hear this. But literally, for me, I think I'm looking into a paper. Actually, what I'm already doing, I keep telling my dad the same thing. What I'm doing is what I'm doing in the university. I'm only looking into that paper. Because it will be now, okay, your skill, tick. Paper, tick. So they're perfect match for each other. But what I would say, you never know. You're interacting with other individuals. Something else, network, tick. And it's a prime university in Kenya. Who knows? I may to get even better opportunities that I was looking into before I joined there. So there's a lot, and I am grateful for the opportunity because it's going to give me even teamwork. I will be interacting with my classmates,
Yes.
and everyone has their own way of thinking. In this life, everyone has their own line of thoughts.
Yeah.
So having those line of thoughts compiled together, and now I'm handling the same thing outside, and this is now in school, it becomes a plus for me.
It's a plus.
Yes.
So what avenues do you think that master's is going to open for you? Apart from the paper, yes, you have a master's, it's a good credential to have. What other avenues do you think you're going to get through this?
I would say, as I mentioned, it's a prime university, Strathmore.
Yeah.
And those who come into Strathmore, they're not just, it's not like a public university where everyone is struggling their lives out. So to me, I might get international opportunities. Employers who are looking into exact Esther who has been there. So to me, I think I'm going to get employment opportunities which will be like a drive to me, because right now as I look into School of Statisticians is looking for sponsors.
Yeah.
And I really look into a bit of higher bills. And to me, I think Strathmore is for me. It will give me that opportunity. In case I go and present maybe some papers from Strathmore in international places, who knows? I may get now the real sponsor for the School of Statisticians. I may get the real partner for School of Statisticians. This world, you are not an island. A human being is not, like, you have to have people who are there for you.
Yes.
And to me, I'm open to them. In fact, they're welcome to School of Statisticians.
Yes.
Like, I'm not closed for anyone out. So that would be the one I'm looking into. Then I would say the second one is Strathmore by itself was my dream come true. I have loved to be in prestigious places. So to me, that is a personal achievement. I'm not saying now this is generally for everyone.
Yes.
But I think it's a personal achievement, and I'm literally happy. At least I can take myself places just to treat myself and tell myself, girl, you have won it.
Yes.
It was not easy,
but
you have gotten it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. When you're setting up the School of Statisticians, what is the prime location you're looking at? You said you want a physical location, not just a remote.
In fact, you reminded me what I was just having conversation with myself. It was not a conversation with anyone, because dreamers, sometimes you talk to yourself so much.
Yes.
And for me, I think I've already gotten a land, because I operate from Ushago. I am sure many people, I tell them I'm from Zombe, and they're like, no, where are you from, in Nairobi? And I'm like, no, I operate from Ushago.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten a place, a very nice place. And there was a poll that I did in LinkedIn. And many people chose Nairobi.
Yes, we did.
You're among them.
Yes.
So I think, to me, I don't love talking about spirituality, but I think at this point I'm forced to.
Yes.
There's Heaven's Gate, which is at Nakuru, and it's very remote.
Yeah.
In fact, to anyone who has ever gone to Heaven's Gate, there's no network.
Yeah,
and the people who overload at that place, they are just numbers. So to me, I'm looking into a place where it's cool, a place where people will just be feeling, okay, yes, I'm going to remote, but the place is quality for me.
Yeah.
Because my target is It will be at remote Ushago, as I call it, is Kitui, Zombe. I've gotten a land and I'm working towards now starting building. So the school will be having everything. If it's a gym, if you want any, like literally it will be like a whole lot of combination of everything. Hotel, swimming pool, I mean everything compiled together. So I'm looking into that in Ushago, where many people are used to Nairobi. Why can I be unique and just take it there?
Yes.
So it is a prestigious place.
Yes.
I'm sure once everything is done by the end of this year, everyone will see there's need.
Yes.
To just come there and look at it, even if you're not coming to enroll, it will be a nice place. Otherwise, if God graces me again in Nairobi, because I have also to consider my team.
Yes.
I'll put it on.
Is there anything that can put you down once you set your mind to doing something?
Oh my goodness. And as I said, I don't love to talk about spirituality because I interact with many people and not everyone is spiritual.
Yeah. No reason to talk about it.
I mean, what I can say, anything to put me down, sometimes you have just to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
And what you do by yourself becomes greater than what you listen to many voices. Because the many voices, they may not even understand where you're coming from and where you're heading to. So to me, what can bring me down is listening to a lot of voices rather than listening to myself. Yeah.
Let's talk about goal setting in our current generation. What do you think about that?
I mean, goal setting is key. As we are even told when we were even learning, you need to have a goal. Like, where you're heading. Failure to plan is planning to fail. I mean, that is something everyone and anyone who is looking into something has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So to me, having a goal and breaking the goal into small goals now makes my journey smooth. So that is how to put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once you set it, you put your everything to attain it.
I mean, what really gives us a bit of training and struggle, I might be having a goal that is huge. But have I broken this goal into small goals so that I achieve the main goal?
Yes.
Because if I fail to achieve this major goal, it may give me even depression or stress. But when I'm having these small goals, I say, oh yeah, I've achieved tick. So we are still progressing.
Yes.
Everything is in progression.
Yeah.
Everything is in process. Everything is, there's nothing that is achieved in a tickle of a second.
Yeah.
It has to take years, it has to take months, it has to take seconds. But where are you targeting? That is it.
You have spent most of your time in the STEM industry as a woman. What challenges have you been able to overcome?
This is a very bright question. I'm sure many people are looking into it and how I'm going to frame it. But I would say, sometimes I tell people I interact with men, and I think it's not because women are not there. It's just how it is. It is just like that.
Yes.
It has never been female dominated, the STEM industry.
It's yet to be. It's still wanting.
Really wanting. I'm sure most of us know of Phoenix, the one which is many people are enrolling into for the mentorship. And that is a lady.
Yeah.
But how many ladies are there?
Yes.
We have heard of? Maybe even in Kenya. How many? Like, it's minute number. But how many take that we say this is for men? This was started by a man and it is succeeded.
Yeah.
So it is a challenge, and to me I would say it's an honor I would not really say it's a challenge to me, because I've learned to be patient with the ground and be fair to myself.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not fair to myself, I will also cane myself and just ask myself, why am I even here?
Yes.
So to me, the challenge is we're not yet there as women. It's really slow to say we are there, but we thank God. I'm sure as time progresses, things are going to change, because the women who are leading, there are so many, and they are really perfect in what they do. It's not that they have not been given that confidence to tell them, you need to start now.
Yeah.
I think that is what we are lacking only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell people in generation?
I'll tell them, embrace tech to full capacity. If it can't, like right now, catch up with it. Because I think right now we are handling AI agent, which was just started last year, and even when we look at how those people are getting paid in terms of, if you're looking into a prime way of getting employment, then you have to go with tech, how it comes on board. Yeah.
Embrace technology.
Yeah.
Esther,
Thank you.
It's been fun having you. I've really enjoyed this, and I'm looking to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I really appreciate. Yeah, I'm grateful.
Okay. Asanteni sana for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.